video. So we got the patch notes for the mid-month update with the seasonals. All right, so before we get into that, we will go ahead and talk about the other improvements and changes real quick. All right, so the gold reward amount for Dimension Mission Stage 1 Contribution Reward, which was transferred due to Multiverse Invasion, has been increased. Before, it was 2.6 million based on agent level 110, and then after the update is going to be a total of 4 million based on the agent level. So there you go. So if you haven't done your dimension missions, wait till after the patch. You'll get the 4 million gold. All right, and dispatch missions. VIP 1 gold reward for Section 1 supplies will now be granted as guaranteed drops. Okay, so that would be a guaranteed drop. A portion of the highlight gold reward amount, which allowed for acquiring large amounts of gold at once, has been redistributed to the guaranteed gold rewards. Okay. Although we previously mentioned in the improvement notice that the total expected gold acquisition for VIP 1 would remain the same, we have increased the expected gold acquisition by approximately 30% to ensure a smoother gold supply for other agents. All right. Dispatch mission VIP supply rewards have been improved so they can be obtained every 60 seconds. So every hour. Okay. Ain't nobody gonna be checking that every hour. That's crazy. Okay, whatever. According to VIP 1, gold sectors for Sector 1 supplies can be obtained every 60 seconds as guaranteed drops. And this is going to be after the patch. So if you don't have nothing to do on your board, check every 60 seconds and do that. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. That's way too much. But do not do your dimension missions until after the patch, and you get the 4 million gold. All right, so let's get into the uniforms. All right, so a new uniform for Malin Pryor, and a new uniform and tier 4 for Scarlet Spider. So Scarlet Spider is getting a tier 4. All right, and the patch is tonight. So do not do your world bosses and all the other stuff if you want to get their potentials. So there you have it. And the patch will be in the wave, so you know how that works. All right, the 2 new uniforms. Malin Pryor, Winter Queen, and Scarlet Spider, Gift Deliverer. Okay. All right. So, and you know Madeline is paywall. So there you have it. And she is a native tier 2. A lot of people are complaining about the tokens, but she is the first native tier 2 female character, and they don't cost the same as native tier 1 characters. So there you have it. Okay. And plus, if you check your notice tab, they did give us free 5 tokens. And then after the patch, we will get an additional 10. So you just need 25 after that, because her uniform is 40 tokens. All right, so here we go. Malin Pryor, which she looks really good. She stays a blast supervillain. Like I said, her tokens are 40 instead of the usual, was it 20 or 30? All right. She has chill on the ability. So she has chill with this uniform because it is a winter uniform. Uniform effect, decrease chain hit damage by 25% and excludes bosses ignored. Enemy damage decreased by 20%. So basically PvP. Her tier 3 ultimate skill element has been changed to cold. So she deals cold damage on her ultimate skill. So Every skill she has cold. So there is that. First skill has snare. Second skill keeps the iframe ignore. 25% heal, invincible, and removes all debuffs with incapacitation and silence and paralysis. Third skill has 1% accumulation. Okay, the fourth skill has fracture, 12 times barrier, and an increase of all attack. And the fifth skill has incapacitation, a 25% heal, and a frenzy buff and damage immunity. So there is that. So she has paralysis, fracture, and silence, paralysis, and snare, which she's not going to be for ABX or ABL, none of that. So just have to wait and see how she works in PvP or Team Battle Arena, basically. Alright, Scarlet Spider, Stay the Speed Superhero, which has the goofiest uniform ever, but whatever. He will be useful. He's going to cost the whole $17.50 with the crystals. Alright, so uniform effect increases chain hit damage, skill damage bonus damage, and 25% damage reduction for himself. His tier 2 passive applies to speed types, increases all basic attack by 30%, increase basic damage dealt to superheroes by 35%, and supervillains by 50%. So there you go. So he is basically going to be a pretty nice support character for speed types, which is very, very nice. So definitely need more speed supports, definitely. So apply to all speed allies. Okay. His 4-star passive, he gets ignore dodge, super armor off defense, and immunity to stun. First skill has web. Second skill has counter attack, iframe ignore with the damage immunity. So it's not going to be for PvP because he does not have a heal on that counter attack. So, but he does have the heal on the 4. The third skill has a 0.9% accumulation with fracture. The fourth skill has a 30% heal, which is nice, invincible, and a 70% damage proc. So there you have it on that. Now, if he would have had the iframe ignore on that skill, maybe. The fifth skill, 10 times barrier with a frenzy buff. So there you have it. So he has a very, very nice support tier 2 passive. And like I said, tier 4, definitely need those supports, especially in World Boss Legend Plus. Alright, Scarlet Spider's tier 4. Okay. And it applies to self. Increased basic damage dealt to enemies with 50% HP or higher by 30% for 7 seconds. And increased basic damage dealt to enemies with 50% or lower by 50% for 7 seconds. So, I don't know what they're trying to use them for, but it could at least been a support. I don't know. Could have been something. I don't know, but yeah, I don't see where she could use them besides a support. I don't know. Just have to wait and see, but I'll probably use them as support. So, and that is it for the patch notes. Like I said, it is later on tonight. So, you know what? I may just do a day 1 tier 4 Scarlet Spider. Maybe. Because like I said, he does have a good support for speed types, which is very nice, especially for Miles. That would be awesome. So I may just tier 4 Spider-Man, Scarlet Spider tonight, maybe. Because I already have Madeline Pryor tier 4, so there you have it. But those are the patch notes. So Madeline may stay PvP, and Scarlet Spider is basically support, in my opinion. So there's that. All right, so moving on, we have a lot more to go over. All right, we have a celebration update for the Winter Queen. All right, as you can see, the holiday uniform sale and token shops are after the patch. All right, those are the two new ones, and the old ones, Magneto, Lady Deadpool, Groot, which I do not have, and Kingpin. They will be 1,050 crystals. So Magneto, if you don't have them, you can get them at a discount at 1050, which is very nice. Then you have Gambit and Phil Coulson, which are 1750. So very nice there. The females, you have White Fox and Black Cat, which those are the best ones. Instead of 30 tokens, it's 20 tokens. All right, and then the 30 tokens are for Rogue and Sharon Rogers. If you don't have those, which Rogue, very nice for Dispatch and Dimension Rifts. Sharon Rogers, also very good for ABX. All right, in my opinion. All right, so that's 30 tokens there. Let's see. To celebrate the release of the 5 tokens. Okay, there you go. All right, so those are all the seasonals with the icons and all that. All right, all uniform set, holiday uniform options, 40% off. So all uniforms are going to be 40% off. Growth bonus missions, you know how that works. The Lions Battle bonus mission. All right, so okay, so that starts tomorrow's reset. All right, so mostly ABX, ABL stuff, and Infinite Challenge. Okay, so in ABX, you gotta at least get 500,000 gold to get 10 million gold, and achieve 2 million points in ABX to get the enchanted Uru amplifier. All right, so all this stuff is pretty nice. Reach stage 1 in Infinite Challenge to get 100 crystals. Very nice. Stage 10 to get a CTP chest. And reach stage 25 for a special icon. All right, so make sure you do this tomorrow. Get as high as you can in both ABX, ABL, and then on Saturdays, do Infinite Challenge to at least get the CTP chest and the crystals. Very nice. And we have an event quest going on now, which, as you can see, you get 50 tokens daily. That ends up to be 350 tokens at the end to get a free tier 4 selector. There's that. Dimension missions. Like I said in the patch notes, you may want to wait, but if you already did it, that's fine. World Boss, World Event, open up a Dimension Rift and Otherworld Battle. All right, those are token shop rewards. The tier 4 chest will be the best one. Let's see. The holiday event pack, which you buy for money. Holiday surprise gift will get free tier 4 materials, which is very nice. Gold bonus mission where you get a 5-star rank up ticket. Rank battle, Madeline and Scarlet Spider, and that will be on Christmas. So that will be on Christmas for the rank battle. And I have previously, if ain't nobody else mentioned it, a CTP of Rage is the best for a rank battle. That's the best to score in that game mode. But if you're just trying to get in to get all the rewards and get out, then just use what you got. So there's that. tier 3 materials, surprise chest, and that will be Friday and Saturday. Then we have the 7-day check-in, which will be tomorrow. There's that. So the 7-day check-in with the other 10 tokens of the end of the year and new celebration. All World Boss Unlock costs 50% off. And that will be after the patch. And that is it for that. So a lot of stuff going on. Uniform sales for the seasonals, all that good stuff. And I think that is it. We have a Scarlet Spider holiday chest as well, which you don't really need to buy this unless you want the tokens, but Scarlet Spider is free to play. You can use ball selectors on him to rank him up. So I would not buy that chest unless you want the tokens. And we have the holiday special pack. Let's see, we have one for $15 US, tier 2 premium character selector. Then we have a selector for 4-star artifact and a random 4-star artifact. And then the third pack is a crafted premium card. So, which, wow, they're kind of skimpy on the crystals on that one. So that's 700 and the other two are 1400. All right, so that is it on those. Okay, so that is it for the patch note, guys. It's later on tonight. So make sure, like I said, don't do your world bosses unless you can't wait for a Scarlet Spider or you already have potential tickets. The second realization tickets, as you see, I already have one, so there's that. All right, guys, so I'm going to wrap it up here, but let me know what y'all guys think of the patch notes. Hit me in the comment box down below. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video.